He's like to come for rob me sometime.
I know who you are.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
One of them Bone Grant boys. My daddy says you boys are the worst thing ever to hit Franklin.
What inspired you to make this film?
Well, I love genre films, and I was looking for a gangster film and found this. There's a book presented to me that had a different take on the gangster film. And it's almost like where it's half Western, half gangster. And it's a true story, which made it even more fascinating.
You want any more of this stuff?
As much as you can bring me.
That's $2,000, minus my commission.
Look at you, swanning around like you're Al Capone.
Can you tell me about the balance between the comedy and the violence that you created in this film?
Yeah, well, this one has a lot more humor in it. It's actually really from the source material. You know, it's all about, I try to respect the source material as much as possible.
This is a war they're waging. You ain't gonna survive.
So the violence in it, which is part of the story, and these people, you know, it's part of that genre, but it's also a real life story of there were very hard times and people under a real pressure. But it's also the violence is very fast, quick, and messy. But we really focus more on the characters in terms of the build-up, what makes it erupt, and then also the consequences of violence, you know, of how it physically affects people and psychologically. So I think that engages an audience in a different way.
Pete, who the hell is this son of a bitch?
Me? I'm the one who's going to make your life real difficult from now on if you don't toe the line, country boy.
Don't you ever touch me again.
What was the most challenging thing of making this film?
We were trying to put it together in 2008, and the world economic sort of collapse happened. And the studios, it was meant to be a bigger studio film, and they said they can't make these sort of films at all anymore. We recast it, and a couple of years later, we had some young independent financiers come in, and then we made it.
Seems you've been involved in certain illegal activities.
There's a new special deputy. Been brought in from the city. Wants to work it out so everybody can do some business. That's so.
Why is this film important today?
Well, you know, the drug wars are an epic failure in America, and there's a lot of other similarities in terms of economic crisis. You know, the divide between the rich and the poor is the same now as it was back then. There's also themes about, you know, one of the main themes of the story is these brothers believed that they were invincible and immortal, like America itself, and finally learned that that's no one is and no nation is.